Hello everyone, my name is Bhavesh Chakur. Today's date is 6th October. The topic of this video is object lifecycle in Java. Object is nothing but an instance of a class that executes a class. So once object is created, a memory or memory space is allocated to that object. So it physically exists. All the objects created of a same class shares the same characteristics and behaviors. To create the objects, the syntax is as follows. First is a class name, then the object name is equal to then new keyword and again the class name. The first class name and object name is the process known as a declaration. The object name is nothing but a reference of that particular object. Then new keyword is a instantiation. Instantiation is nothing but a new is nothing but a memory allocator. So every time a new information is passed to this object using this object name, the new memory will be allocated to the particular information and it is stored into that new memory. Then a last class name is a initialization. So initialization is the process of assigning some value to these objects. Now let's move on to the object life cycle. So object life cycle is nothing but the how objects are born, they live their life and dies. So there are total 7 steps involved in between the life cycle of a object. So first, so we will look at that step one by one. First is the creation of a dot class file on a disk. So as we know that when Java programs are run, the JVM compiles that Java programs and convert that into a bytecode. That bytecode or dot class file are stored on the disk memory. Then second step is loading that dot class file into a memory. So when JVM runtime finds out that that dot class files are on the uh, disk, then this JVM using the help of the class loader loads that class file into the memory. So it loads that particular class file into the method area of a memory. Then third step is looking for a initialize static members. So this static members nothing but the static methods and a block. The important point is the static member does not belong to any particular instance. It belongs to that particular class. So every object creation of so it will be shared by every object which is created of that particular class. Then fourth step is ways to initialize a class. There are total 2 steps to initialize a class. One first method is by accessing the static methods. For example, when we call the main method, the class file or the class is get initialized. Then second step is by creating an object. So we previously seen that object is created using the new keyword, and at the time of the creation of an object by passing the value, we can initialize that particular class. Then our fourth step is assigning memory to the objects and object reference variable. So after the creation of an object, the memory is allocated to the object on a heap memory, and a memory of object reference variable is assigned on a stack memory. So after this, the next step is calling the constructor. So the constructor, after the allocation of memory, the constructor is called. Constructor is similar to a method, but it is called only a once. Then the last step in object lifecycle is removing the object and its object reference. After a creation successfully, implementation or working of a static method, the object and its reference are removed from the memory by JVM. So you don't have to remove this object or its reference by yourself. So at this time the objects are died. So this is the lifespan of an object in Java. Thank you.